Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to explore an upcoming GameFi project called Sphere. It is a 2D MMORPG for hardcore gamers, coming to Solana blockchain later this year. Before continuing, and this is my brand new channel, I talk everything about GameFi and metaverse projects, and always remember, I am not financial advisor, my channel content is educational and for entertainment purpose only. Be sure to stay till the end to reveal the next project I am going to cover. With that out of the way, let's get started. Let's start with the story. Story-wise, the game happens after the magic of the three spheres faded a long time ago, but a new generation of heroes began developing sensitivity to it, embarking on an adventure in the realm of Era spheres, slaying beasts and conquering dungeons. The team promised a rich and detailed storyline. The game is skill-based that encourages cooperation between players as the game is challenging to play solo, and it is inspired by old MMORPGs like Lineage 2, EverQuest 2 and Final Fantasy 11 and give you that itch long gone. Here is a question. Did you play any of those games and you are eager for a similar modern game to scratch that itch again? Let me know in the comments below. The game embrace the Holy Trinity idea of three classes: Warden, who is the tank, Spellcaster, a damage dealer, and Prodigy, a healer and a supporter. Each will start with four basic spells and then will branch out, and from my inspection I can see subclasses emerges as well. Warden will have the tank obviously and eventually damage dealer for two-handed and dual-handed wardens, fire wizard, freeze wizard, summoner, and a shaman for spellcaster, healer and warlock for prodigy. And since the game is embracing the classic roots of MMORPGs, you will have freedom for each class to combine the skills you need for different situations of the game. I don't think there will be more classes, but if they need to add anything else, they will add another base skill and then give it another branch tree. And I believe all three classes will fight in harmony, supporting each other just like the old days of MMORPGs, which is rare these days. As you see, the map of Earthsphere is very large and full of points of interest, aka unique places to keep the players engaged and the experience refreshed. Your journey will begin in a spiky area in the center of the map called Archpalace, which is the main hub for both new and old players. From there, the player will either traverse the open world where he can explore settlements, find NPCs, start interesting quests that can shape the world of Erasphere, and fight monsters in the wild solo or preferably on co-op, or raid dungeons filled with beasts and bosses. The game encourages and rewards the players to play together. The team revealed some monsters as you see in the screen, monster concept arts, and the first boss to be encountered by the players in the first dungeon is named Egg. Looks giants, so we can expect other giants bosses in the game. The game has beautifully created pixel art and animation. The artist, who is Vincent Metalo, seems very talented, and he have experience in creating an upcoming video game named Last Moon, which has the same vibe as Aerospace. The art so far looks very colorful, but looking at the map and according to the team latest AMA, I believe we will have a grim and dark area once we progress in the game, and the pixelated art will give a cheap entry for low-end PCs and make it easier for phone version release. The game is built in Unity engine. Let's go to the soundtrack. The only piece of soundtrack we have is from the game teaser, and it sounds very engaging. And I hope the team can make the same quality in the game. They describe it as a custom audio element tailor-made for the rich world of aerospace, resulting in a one-of-a-kind adventure and gameplay environment. Another question for you guys. Did you play any previous pixelated indie games with great art and an excellent soundtrack? Let me know in the comment below. Like all other GameFi projects, the game will have both a governance token named ERA and an in-game currency token with infinite supply. The Spheres token. ERA token, which is not the final name, utility will be discussed later in the tokenomics section. So let's move on to the Spheres or the in-game currency token. It is limitlessly rewarded by the playing the game and used to buy and sell in-game items and more. A buy and burn mechanism as well as a strong token economy will make sure the Spheres token sustain its value over time according to the team. Talking about NFTs, so far we know there will be only NFTs for bosses and lands, and I believe every piece of equipment in the game will be NFT, yet to be confirmed. Both bosses and lands investors will get 20% of the token lost by players if they died in their lands or boss, giving them a passive income, but it depends on the growth of the project and the number of the active players. Tolkien equipment and characters NFTs. I hope the game is 100% free to play to give a free entry, especially for developing countries players. Another point to mention before moving on to the next subject is that if you hold an NFT land, you will get a stat bonus, let's say a small stat bonus, if you are playing on it. A cool feature for players to encourage replayability for selected gamers. Well, let's talk about tokenomic. The team revealed the ERA governance token tokenomic. The total supply is 500 million and the initial market cap is $492,600. And notice the team advisor and Node Seed Foundation allocations have strict vesting with no claim for 4 months at least after TGO, and since it is incubated by Node Seed and the team is led by its CEO, expect very low sell pressure from them. Pre-sale vesting is also strict to 8 to 9 months release period, which decreases sell pressure to give the team time to build and grow the project and attract as many players as possible to sustain the price. According to recent AMA, the project is fully funded and they were very selective, choosing venture capitals they trust to avoid big dumps at token unlocks. ERA token is deflationary. A percentage of cast out fees derived from staking is used to buy back and burn ERA token from the open market. For utility, it is the governance token to vote on an upcoming changes that will shape the future of the project, and it will be staked to earn ERA and spheres and give the player access to more levels in the game. This will encourage the players to stake and decrease the sudden pressure from them, which is a big issue in most GameFi projects. The token will be listed in both DEX and SEX, and as well the incubator has a connection in the crypto space, so expect a good centralized exchange. Well, let's go to the roadmap. The most important takes are the IDO and TGO date, which is third quarter of this year. IDO is confirmed in both Solanium and Solana Prime in early July according to the team AMA, but due to the market condition, it can be pushed. The demo release, which will include only one dungeon, will be released around the IDO time between July and August, but the alpha version of the game and the beta will be later this year around November and December. And the final version of the game will be obviously next year. What interests me is the bosses and land NFT sale will be after the IDO, which means that the team have the fund to develop the project and the mint fund will use to sustain and grow it. The NFT sale will be third quarter of this year. The team is led by Florian Hermet, the same CEO of the incubator node Seed, giving the project much credibility for investor as he will be sure of the success of the project, and he has a background of playing all the classic MMORPG according to AMAs done with the team, and he is a real hardcore gamer. He understands the gaming community very well toward NFTs and blockchain, and he is focusing to bring quality first, as the first playable version of the game will be off blockchain. Let's talk about the artist. Vincent Mitalo is a senior game artist and animator, owner of an already established video game studio that has made a game in the past and releasing the Last Moon game in the future, which have the same animation quality as Eraspheres. Team is fully doxed, has experience in gaming overall, and it is composed of 20 members in total, according to a tweet done by official Twitter account. What bothered me, according to all information we have, is that they don't have experience developing an MMORPG, which is very complicated to create a successful one. But the team expressed full love and enthusiasm for the old MMORPG system and for creating a great game, and I hope they can do it right. And I do really believe in the team. They are very passionate. The reason I brought this project as the first one to cover in my channel is that I love the passionate team behind it, and I feel like they are giving their souls and hearts to it, and I hope they can deliver a non-pay-to-win experience for the MMORPG genre, especially for the GameFi project that has many controversies in the gaming community lately. I love the animation and the music from the teaser, the sophisticated level of writing in the white paper, and I can't wait to try the demo version of the game, which should be soon around IDO time next month, and I will be creating a video about it for sure. Well, okay guys, that is for today. I will always update you about the project when the weekly news series kick off soon, and will make a separate video, of course, if there are big chunks of information to be digested. And for sure, I will always update you in my Twitter account, and I wish you can follow me there. If you have any question about it, feel free to ask me in the comments below or reach me in Twitter as well. My next project should be, it is not confirmed, but should be the unfettered Souls-like GameFi project I am very passionate about, since I am a very old Souls fan. Yes, I love Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1 is my favorite. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, be sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.